What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 huge problems that retailers like Home Depot, Target, Walmart are facing. These massive problems actually present an opportunity for resellers to take advantage. So I'm going to go over those 3 massive problems and exactly how I'm going to approach these 3 things in this video. So please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you inside. Okay, the first problem actually affects more than just reselling and retail, and it's that inflation has been very, very high. As you guys have noticed, shelter, food, transportation, gas prices are all much higher right now. And what that's doing is limiting people's discretionary income. But people still want to be fancy. They still want luxury. They still want experiences. They're just looking for more affordable versions of that. So as a reseller, you need to understand people still want the luxury goods, but they want it at a discount. Also, you're going to be looking for things that have been artificially inflated to resell. As an example, these Husky shelves that I always talk about in my videos, they used to be between $149 and $179. And now these same shelves, I've seen them on Home Depot for $350 to $500. So right now the supply chain is messed up. So looking for items like shelving used at a garage sale or at a flea market, these are going to be items that you can come up on because people still need these types of things. But because they have a smaller budget, they might be looking pre-owned. So instead of spending $350 on shelves at Home Depot that are brand new, maybe they buy shelves from you for $150, which is the old new price is now the used price. And you'll see that in a lot of different categories. So be on the lookout for things that were messed up by supply chain and inflation. And those are going to be items that you want to focus on reselling. Okay, number 2, in certain categories of items, supply is very limited. So with cars specifically, the microchips are very hard to find right now. So cars have this production issue for probably the next 2 years. It's 2022 for this video. So there's 3 different ways you can make money with this, in my opinion. One is you could get on the list for a car. It took us 90 days to get this car. We ordered it. I've never bought a new car before because usually it's a bad value. But pre-owned RAV4s are actually selling for more than the new ones right now. So number 1, you can make money by getting on the list and selling your spot to somebody who needs a car earlier. Number 2, because of the inflated price of used vehicles, you could actually get in on a couple of car flips. And I've seen people buy a car at the old market value. Let's say an old market value of a RAV4 is now $20,000, but now the used value is $30,000. So you've got more room to buy something private party from somebody. A lot of people get a loan or sell a car in order to get more funds to buy something else. So right now is a good time to flip used cars. And also there's a transition to more people biking, more people scootering because of gas prices. So anything related to car parts, bike parts, scooter parts, these are all valid places to put your energy into because a lot of people are focusing on alternative forms of transportation or just working at home. So when you're getting started in this kind of category, make sure that you do your homework because it can fluctuate very dramatically. Something could go from being worth $30,000 to worth $25,000 overnight if something changes into the industry. So I really recommend if you're going to do car parts, scooter parts, bike parts, be really aware of the industry that you're in and all the upcoming upgrades and all the new models, because each time a new model comes out, it makes the older model more accessible to people that are either flipping them or just buying them to sell. So think about supply chain issues and how that can benefit you. Okay, so number 3, in the retail world right now, there's a lot of liquidation going on. Companies are buying way too much of a certain style and it's not selling because of a couple of reasons. One, as you guys know, big box retailers like Gap, Target, Walmart, they are buying stuff sometimes a year, 2 years in advance. And sometimes those trends don't come to fruition and they don't really work. So they end up liquidating that stuff at sometimes pennies on the dollar. So us as resellers, we have to be ready to capitalize on that liquidation. Buy it for super cheap because people will still buy it. They just need a discount. And Target would rather stock their shelves with stuff they're going to make more money on than the liquidation stuff. So for Target, they're focusing more on high frequency items. So things that people are buying over and over again at a faster pace more than their home goods. So they might be selling more household supplies because people are spending more time at home. So they're getting rid of home decor, other categories that are slower. So that gives a good opportunity for us to come in, buy that stuff at a discount, and then sell it. So for me personally, I have seen also more donations at this time. So more donations, there's more liquidation. So there's really good opportunities right now to buy something. And also, as you guys know, all of these big companies missed their quarterly projection for Q1 in 2022. So all of them are way off profit-wise. So remember, reselling is going to be down overall, so don't be as greedy with your prices. Offer a really, really good discount when you're selling things to make sure that you're not stuck with all this inventory. So you might want to think also right now, this is a bonus tip, is right now people are sort of transitioning away from only being product companies and also offering services. So if you have a really good supply chain coming in, you might want to consider wholesaling to some different people. You might want to consider opening a brick and mortar. I know Lindy Glen has a bin store, which I think is really cool, where there's just pallets of stuff that are like $1, $3, $5, $7. You're offering a service to people that are looking for great goods but don't want to pay a lot of money. And a bin store, I think, is really cool. It's essentially like a mom and pop dollar store. You go in there, you can get great deals on stuff. I think that's a really cool service to provide for people. So my suggestion is keep your ears to the train tracks. And I don't know if that analogy works here, but essentially what I'm thinking is if you are listening for clues and you're very aware of your surroundings, you should be able to come upon some opportunities right now while everything is still so screwed up, especially in the retail world. So if you need more help building your reseller business, join our Patreon at patreon.com/theresellerspodcast. We have 14 category specific calls helping you with whatever category you decide to sell. And we probably will add a home goods call because that's something that's very popular. Architectural salvage, home decor, vintage, mid-century modern, all that stuff is super on trend right now. So it's important, if you want to have an expert guide you through that, go ahead and join our group and I'll see you guys in there. So we appreciate your time. Make progress daily.